Hey guys, so I'm working hard all week. I got a call from my dad telling me he's stuck in town and he can't get the car moving. I have no idea why. And then he says, don't worry, I got to figure it out. I'll drop off the car. And this is exactly, you're going to hear it for the first time as well, because I can't believe this. By the way, guys, this is our 2009 Subaru Forester. So let's check it out. Oh, okay. So clearly, the buffer's gone, or something is gone. Let's crawl underneath and see what's going on. So as cool as that sounded, I hope I didn't hurt anybody's ears or blow anybody's earbuds or earpods. And I really don't think that the neighbors would appreciate this because it is super loud. So let's dive underneath now that I have it on a lift and see what's going on. I have a good feeling because we crossed underneath there. We took a look earlier, but is that the whole problem? Well, I guess we're going to find out. All right, so this is a better look at what's going on here. Clearly the pipe, she's broken. I mean, that's really obvious. But I thought, because I think I did a quick video on this, I made a muffler paste repair here, and it's actually, well, it was holding, but I mean, it just chips away, and there's another hole there. I thought it was going to break here, honestly, and I didn't think this flange would hold, but it broke right behind it. Now up front, like, this actually seems really solid. Doesn't seem like it's moving at all. So up front seems okay. And if you remember, I fixed that rattle because there's a bunch of stuff in here rattling around. I've been chasing that forever. It looks like we have a little bit of a leak. That's not what we're looking at today though, but where is that coming from? Just wondering. Ah, yes. Guys, comment down below if you see this, but I always have an issue with these oil filters leaking. Since I've been doing the oil change on this thing, 'cause I've had it from brand new. You can see the original video on this thing. I'll probably put a link down for you. But it's always leaked a little bit, and it seems to be progressively worse as it gets older. Not huge. I'll just wipe it up and it'll probably be all right. But going back down the exhaust here, so this is what my dad ended up doing to get it back home, because it is my dad's car now, or my mom, whichever way you want to look at it. They share it. Oh, so okay, we got a broken hanger here, so I wonder if this maybe was the culprit. Broke the hanger, hit a bump, put too much load on the exhaust, because this resonator is probably quite heavy, and then broke that. Now I did have to do a repair a long time ago. Again, I did a video on this. That seems to be holding up okay. What about the top side? Yeah. And, oh, look at that. I guess we'll be welding this one up too, because that's finished. Okay, so maybe let's start with this weld. I think if we do this weld first, that'll keep everything nice and solid and aligned. And then we'll move on to fixing the front. And I think what I'll have to do there is I got a chunk of pipe and a pipe expander. But what I'll probably end up doing is cutting it right around here. Well, it's not my best weld job, however, it is super solid. It's not going to go anywhere. Weld it all around. And I guess now it's time to move on to the front. All right, and so for my next trick, I'm going to cut the piece of pipe here, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do anything with this flange. Probably not. And I have a chunk of pipe that's just going to hopefully go right over top of this, and I'm going to weld all the way around. There's just, you may not see it on camera, but there's just a ever so slight lip over here, which is why I want to cut this one, even though it's almost perfectly square. I just want to make sure that I got a nice tight seal, especially since I'm going over on this end. The exhaust is flowing through. Normally you would go inside the pipe, but for simplicity, I'm just going to go cut, cut, weld, weld. So let's get that done. All right, well that wasn't so hard. I mean, looking all right. Let's go get the chunk of pipe and see if it fits. We've got our chunk of pipe. So this side here has already been expanded a little bit. I'll probably put this down below. And that fits nicely. I mean, if I was to clamp it, it'd be okay. But I'm gonna weld it, because that's what I want to plan on doing. Everything should be nice and solid after. Now let's see. Yeah, that's not happening. Well, that's not happening. Maybe if I deburr this a little bit and then sand it, but here, let's try that. See what happens. I know what it is. I think it's slightly, just slightly out of round at this end because of this bend. I wonder. It's so close. But I do have another tool. Check this out. So here we have what's called a pipe expander. And it does exactly that. So you simply just slide this tool inside the pipe, and then you're going to turn this here. So as you can see, now it's already holding it. If I go, so it's literally just taking these fingers and squeezing them out. So with this is a 3/4. I guess every tool is different. I've lubricated the threads a little bit because I'm borrowing this tool from a friend. I'm just going to slowly ratchet this tool in hopes that this is going to expand the pipe ever so gently. I don't want to use an impact gun because I don't want to damage this tool. But at the same time, I need to hold this down somehow. Maybe I should. I'm going to put it into the vise here. Okay, so I got it clamped in the vise, hopefully where it's not trying to expand. And let's see if I can make this do its thing without turning, and it seems to be working. I don't need to go too far. And I think that will do it. Let's go see what it's done, if it did anything. And they come in all different sizes apparently. This one here, clearly way too small for a Subaru. Still a little bit on the tight side, but there it is. Perfect. All right. Okay, so let's set this up. And once it's all set up, we'll start welding. Cool. And typical of any other repair, the front looks good now, but while I was moving everything around, I guess to line everything up, I must have broke yet another weld. So let's fix this muffler, and then we'll fix the hanger and go over the whole entire system one more time just in case there's something I missed. So let's take a look at the whole system. So far everything is looking pretty good. The hanger here is nice. We go back, we check my weld. I didn't do too bad. I mean, I think I got it all the way around. Oh, I missed a little bit up there. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and get all the way up there. But everything else looks okay here. What did I miss the back here? Again, not too bad of a weld. It's not the greatest. However, let's see if I sneak the camera all the way up. Okay, I got a little bit more space on this one, so it looks like I got it all the way around. So we need to fix that little bit up front. Probably wouldn't make a difference because of the airflow going this way. If we go towards the back, got our resonator, that's still okay. Everything's looking okay, still solid. And then our hanger, welded that up, just finished that. Not, again, too bad. I might put a bolt across it just to add a little bit of rigidity, because you can see where there's a huge chunk missing of it. And then go back towards the original weld that I did. That's a really bad looking weld. I guess I got better with practice. But that's also really rusty back here, so I couldn't make anything stick for a while until I ground it all down again for a second time. And anyways, that's what it looks like. It's hopefully going to seal up. And then finally, right up here at the muffler, that's all the way around for sure. I know I did that because I did it through the fender well. Okay, so let's do the one little weld on the top at the front and lower it down and fire it up. Hopefully everything else will sound perfect. Okay, I managed to get all the way around there, guys. It's completely filled. Well, let me tell you, that was what I call a blind weld, because there was no way I could physically see it. Right now my camera is the only thing that can see it, and I can see it through the screen, because otherwise I just can't get my head up in there. But it's all sealed, so let's fire it up. So there you go. So after 186,000 kilometers, you might have to do a little bit of muffler work, but I think it's really worth it. This thing is still in really good shape, and my parents absolutely love it now. To be quite frank, if it didn't break down, or if we didn't have that engine problem long time ago now, I would still be driving it myself. It's still a really nice car to drive around. Well, I really quieted it down after that cold start. Well guys, that is going to do it for today's video. As you can tell, it is much more quiet than it was before. You can actually, drive it around without wearing earplugs, because my parents had to wear earplugs to bring it back here. Yeah, kind of funny. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care.